You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So big moves have been happening inside Downing Street as Parliament returns from the summer break. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has kicked off the new term with a major shakeup of his number 10 operation, and at the center of it all is Darren Jones, who's just been handed a brand new role as Chief Secretary to the Prime Minister. Now, what makes this interesting is that this role didn't even exist before. It's been created specifically to give Starmer a stronger grip on how government priorities are delivered. Jones, who had been the Chief Secretary to the Treasury, essentially Rachel Reeves's deputy at the Treasury, is now moving directly into the heart of Downing Street. His task is to make sure the Prime Minister's promises actually turn into action, something critics say has been a struggle during Starmer's first year in power. Jones isn't exactly new to responsibility. Since becoming MP for Bristol North West back in 2017, he's steadily built up his profile. He's been visible in the media, especially on economic issues, and has gained a reputation as a reform-minded figure. At 38, he's considered part of the younger generation inside Labour, but not without controversy. Earlier this year, he sparked debate after comments about disability benefits. Still, his appointment signals that Starmer wants someone who can push through change and keep the machinery of government moving at pace. But Jones isn't the only change. James Murray will step into his old Treasury job, moving up from Exchequer Secretary, and that gap will be filled by Dan Tomlinson, one of Labour's newer MPs. At the same time, Downing Street is also bringing in heavy hitters behind the scenes. Baroness Minouche Shafik, a former deputy governor of the Bank of England, has been appointed as Starmer's chief economic advisor, a clear move to add credibility and experience to the government's economic strategy. A communications setup inside Number 10 is also being refreshed. James Lyons, one of Starmer's directors of communications, is leaving, while Tim Allen, a former Blair advisor who went on to run a major PR firm, is being brought in to oversee government communications. All of this points to a reset in tone and delivery as Starmer looks ahead to what could be a very tough autumn, with the economy, migration, and even tax decisions looming large. So when you step back, this shakeup isn't just about personnel changes. It's about Starmer acknowledging that his first year in office hasn't been smooth sailing, and now he's tightening control to make sure his government can deliver. Darren Jones's new role is at the heart of that strategy, and how he performs could play a big part in shaping Labour's credibility in the months ahead. Stay subscribed for more videos.